Danny Flexent here for Seconds Out with former WBC flyweight champion of the world, Charlie Edwards. You obviously relinquished the title. Just tell us what's next for you.
What's next for me? I'm back out in February. Going to be in a tough, solid 10 rounder. Hopefully getting a national title put on the line or something like that. But it's going to look like I'm coming back at bantamweight. Yeah. So I'm going to come back. The first fight's going to be at bantamweight. We're going to see where I'm at. But I'm done with killing myself and taking 30% off my performances now, like making these crazy weights, struggling. It's time. I'm 26. I'm no spring chicken no more. It's time to grow and develop into a weight that I can hold and stay at and grow at for a long time. I believe I will be a multi-weight world champion. And this is the decision we've decided to make. Sat down with my team, my management, MTK Global, and my trainer, and we was all on the same page. And I know I'm ranked 3 in the WBC at super flyweight, so I've got a high ranking. So if the right opportunity comes, maybe I drop down, but it's going to be tight there as well. I'm not small for my weight. It's time to let my body grow. Let me develop the power, because when I'm in training and I'm sitting up at 57, 58 kilos before I have to hit it and drop, I'm sparring super bantams, I'm sparring featherweights, and I'm pushing them back, and I've got power, and I'm enjoying it, I'm happy, and like all this kind of making that 8 stone limit again after moving up in 2016 when Casemiro beat me to then going at super flyweight for 2 years, then to drop down just for the opportunity and then sit there for another year. It's taken a lot out of me. It probably has taken years off my career later on down the line. Now it's about regrouping, refocusing, which I have done since my fight. I've been away, I've been travelling, I've been switching off from boxing a little bit and training still, keeping in shape. You can see I haven't blown up massively. I still don't look overweight. So now it's time to get the fight date and then push on and come back at bantamweight and see how I feel.
It's interesting you mentioned Casemiro. He's obviously challenging at your new weight, WBO bantamweight title, against Zolani Tete on Saturday night here in Birmingham. What do you make of that fight? Who do you fancy in that one?
I think it's generally 50-50 fight, with Tete being inactive and suffering injuries and that. And Casemiro's been back on a roll now. He seems to have got his head back. I know he lost his head a little bit with his promotional outfit and things like that. So he's back firing. He's back hungry as ever. And he's no joke, Casemiro. Serious banger, serious puncher. So it's going to be an interesting fight. He's awfully tricky. He judges the distance very well. Also, Tete being a bigger, longer fighter, will try and keep it long and keep him on it and outbox him. But it's going to be a real good fight, and I think it's going to be a great fight for the fans.
They're obviously both targeting Naoya Inoue should they win that fight. Do you rate Inoue as the best of the division, and is he your ultimate target?
He's the best of the division, and I'm realistic. I'm probably years off that. I'm not a world level bantamweight fighter yet. I've got to grow and develop and mature into it. So it's every small step at a time. I've done very well winning a flyweight world level fight. Like we see in 2016, I wasn't at that level. What Casemiro did to me, it took me 2 years to then come back to then get to that level. So now it's about just developing, working on myself day in, day out, making my body grow, getting stronger, and taking it step by step. I'm not in no rush. I'm still only 26, still a baby, and I just need to find my right weight now.
2 guys you know well are going to be clashing for your old title, Martinez and Rosales. Who do you fancy to come out on top there and claim your old belt?
I'm not sure. I think Rosales is very tough, man, and if you stand with him, you need to outbox Rosales. You have to hit and move. You can't stand there and have wars with him, because that's where he's feel comfortable, and he's big and strong. I'm not sure how that fight's going. I haven't really thought too much into it really. I'm putting all that flyweight kind of ex-opponents and that all behind me, especially with the old Clembuchel rubbish that's gone on. Which is no shock, is it really? But it is what it is, and whatever.
You've got the current British and Commonwealth bantamweight champion in your gym, of course. Is that kind of invaluable for you to kind of test the waters at bantamweight, see where you are in terms of sparring?
Oh, of course. Me and Lee, we spar together all the time. We have done since he's been there, and very competitive spars. You know what I mean? He's my teammate, which is first and foremost. We will never fight each other because we wouldn't bring that into the team. But yeah, of course. Lee's a great fighter. He's a massive bantamweight as well.
Exactly. That must tell you if you can deal with that size.
Yeah, of course. And I feel comfortable. And I shared ring with Ryan Burnett. I sparred with him for years as he unified the the bantamweight title. So I knew back then I always had this inkling in my mind that bantamweight is probably going to be my best weight. It's now to take them steps and develop as a bantamweight.
And a bigger profile as well, bigger fights at bantamweight, bigger names.
Bigger money.
Bigger money.
Everything, innit? Yeah, 100%. And a new journey, new experience, new journey, change the way I can train. Don't have to be going to the gym with no energy, hating life. I'll get the enjoyment factor back for it. The world title was the biggest thing, and I'm so buzzing that I've achieved it. But at the flyweight limit, it became a hindrance because I knew my weight was done. I knew I was going to struggle for the weight. My first defence, it was a struggle. Then that last one, 4 weeks before the fight, I said to Grant Smith, I was like, after this fight, I can't do it no more. And he laughed. He was, I've already been speaking about this. After this fight, you're moving up no matter what. So it's a hard bitter pill to swallow, but it's going to make me stronger. And these hard times don't last. Tough people do. So I'm going to live, learn, grow. And right now, making that weight the way I did and everything that's happened, it made me a bit scared. So now it's time to refocus, reset, and come back bigger, faster and stronger, and look and enjoy boxing for a healthy boxing career, not a life for anyone.
I think it's quite similar to what Pacquiao did, isn't it? He won a world title at flyweight, lost, missed the weight, and then moved up 3 weights. I think he moved up, so didn't do too bad for him.
100%. I really can't stress this enough. Making that weight so badly and taking a whole year of sitting on low fat percentages all the time and stress on my body, it probably has taken a few years off my career. And when you've got to it is what it is. If you're good enough, you're good enough. Don't matter what weight you're at. Look at Pacquiao, he's gone through all the weights, and sometimes your body just outgrows it. I'm not a kid. I've been doing these light, silly weights. When I was on GB before I turned pro, I was a super flyweight. And I moved down to flyweight, then I moved up to flyweight for 2 years, then I moved down again. It's that's not good stress on my body. So now it's about finding the real weight and be strong and skillful. And I'm a good boxer, and I believe I'll beat anyone on my day. So now it's about a new adventure, a new journey, and look forward rather than back.
And before we let you go, people are always asking, how's your mum getting on?
Yeah, she's doing fine, bless her. Yeah, she's smiling. That's all we can ask. It's just, her life is never going to be like our lives, you know what I mean? But as long as she's smiling, she's happy, that's all that matters for us now. So we just got to keep making her proud. And the last fight, what happened to me, the way I had to make my weight and that, I never want her to see that again. So now it's time to do a bit healthily.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the very best luck. We look forward to seeing you back in action. Cheers, Charlie.